Soap. After they left the guard compound, Chase followed Braden's group to find the stash. The structure they wanted him to climb had been mostly blown away, and about 6 stories of apartment bathrooms and bedrooms were the only thing left, ascending in a ragged tower of concrete. It gaped with the holes of what had been windows. On the far side, a yellow rattlesnake flag had been pinned down with rocks at its base. One of the guards stepped on it, and then they all started doing it. "Don't tread on me," someone laughed. "Come here, Chase," Guy called for him. Guy had been appointed leader of his own squad last year. The guards pushed Chase into the circle of feet, so he stepped on the flag with them. "This is our territory," someone said. Chase grinned. They boosted him up onto the sink, and he used that to climb the 2x4 up and onto the next level. "What should I throw down?" Chase asked. "I'm seeing toothbrushes, makeup." "Hey, Chase," Braden called. Chase looked over the side to see Braden holding up a pair of leather gloves. Chase shook his head. "For the glass," Braden said. "I don't need them," Chase said. "Your dad will be pissed at me if I let you get hurt," Braden said. Chase pursed his lips. "Fine, I'll take the left one." That would leave one hand dexterous and able to feel out if something was stable. "Take anything packaged or sealed," Guy called. "And anything first aid," someone else added. People started calling up suggestions. Chase opened the cupboard and took the whole box of stuff out from under it. He dropped it straight down into the group of guards. "Chase!" someone protested. Chase grinned down, then started throwing the rest of the soaps and shampoos. The guards whooped in excitement. Chase scampered up the building and kept going. By the time he got up to the 6th level, he could feel how precarious it was. Cracks webbed out from weak points in the wall, and the top bit of the wall peeled outward, about ready to break off, with a big chunk of cement suspended by mangled rebar. He hadn't even noticed that the sun was going down, but when he looked over the edge of the splintered wood, he realized that dusk had fallen down there. He climbed down, muscles trembling with exhaustion. Guards were zipping up their backpacks and meandering toward the way back to the compounds. He dropped to the bottom floor, where Braden had hung back for him. "Freeze!" someone shouted, "or I shoot the kid!" Chase flinched and looked. A guy with a big beard came out from behind a half-destroyed wall. He was only about 15 feet away from Chase and held his rifle in one hand, propped against his shoulder with a longer stock. "Over here, kid," he beckoned at Chase. "Now hand over our loot, and nobody gets hurt." Braden's eyes widened as Chase slowly moved over to the prepper. You could tell he was a prepper by the camo and the beard. Chase didn't put his hands up, and the prepper didn't seem to care. He probably underestimated Chase. "Your loot?" someone from the guards yelled. "This is our territory." "This is no man's land," the prepper retorted. He put a hand on Chase's shoulder and turned him around to face the guards. "We marked it with our flag." More preppers had come out of the woodwork. It looked like about 5 preppers and 6 guards. Chase stood stiffly, watching the guards' consternation. "Look, nobody should get shot over a few bars of soap," Braden said. "Let's all put down our guns." "You first," the prepper behind Chase sneered. "Fine," Braden said. He stooped and slowly put his pistol on a spot of busted carpet on concrete, down in front of him. "All right, disarm," the guy ordered the other guards. Guards and preppers usually work together. Neither side would be happy to hear of a fight between the underlings. Once the guards disarmed, the preppers did as well, except for the one with a hand on Chase's shoulder. "All right," he said. "Now, hand over what's ours and we all go home tonight." Guy stepped in front of the squad. "We're within our rights," he said. "If you want to dispute that, you'll take me to a higher authority in the prepper compounds." "We don't need interference from them to have what's ours." The man's hand shifted closer to Chase's neck, fingers slipping on Chase's sweat. Chase glanced at the rifle, waiting for that slight swing away from Braden that had started to happen as the man spoke. His throat was dry and distractingly itchy. "Now we've worked together for so long," Guy said. "You guys were always the first to back the blue." "That's old world shit," the prepper barked. "We're in charge now. We were prepared for this." "Bullshit," a guard scoffed. "You can go back together or you can go back minus the kid," the prepper said, getting agitated as his fingers poked into Chase's collarbone. "So—" The muzzle had moved enough. Chase gave it a hard smack out to the right, and the prepper lost his grip on the trigger guard. Chase ducked out of the squeezing hand on his shoulder and fled to the left. He ducked around the building and hid, while the guards scrambled noisily. So did the preppers. Chase dared to look over a windowsill. The preppers were cursing and scrambling back, lifting weapons. "Chase, come on!" Braden called to him. The guards were also retreating. Chase skipped over the rubble, quickly, adjusting his steps to the rising and falling terrain as he made it out in the darkness. He caught up to the guards on the road. Finally, under cover of the guards' sentry towers, they slowed to a walk to catch their breath. "Damn, I thought we were going to be shooting preppers." Braden released a tense chuckle. "You would have gotten shot," someone else answered. "Braden, if you get killed, I'll never forgive you," Guy said. The others laughed. Chase followed them back, almost completely ignored as he listened to them chat on the way back. He liked them. When they got back, nobody told his dad the story. He'd just have to be more heroic next time.